Germany versus Portugal. In my opinion, the most entertaining game of the Euros 2020 competition so far. What a performance from Germany. They really showed they, have those 4 stars on top of their logo for a reason. The 4-time World Cup winners showed up today and destroyed Portugal today. Even with that disallowed goal, it should have been 5-2 for Germany. That disallowed goal was so well worked. It was just even still total dominance from Germany. They dominated possession with 56% of the ball throughout the game, 91% passing accuracy. They had 5 more total shots over Portugal with 5 more shots on target, 13-8. So as you could see, the attackers of Germany really were on point today and were not holding back. Germany today really kept Bruno Fernandes at bay. He really looked like he wasn't a big game player and that he didn't deserve to be starting. They completely took him out of the game. The attackers, especially Kai Havertz and Serge Gnabry, never gave Ruben Dias and Pepe time to rest. Talking about this Portugal team, you talk about the spine of their team and how good it actually is. And Germany completely exploited it on the counter, with their counters just being too quick, too sharp, and the movement of the ball was just too quick for an old aging Pepe and a Ruben Dias who really can't do everything on his own. There's 2 centre-backs in the middle of the park for a reason. When you're versing a team like Germany, you need both of these defenders to be on point on the day. It was just end-to-end stuff from Germany. They just looked too quick on transition and their counterattacks were just too quick. Their play overall, every time they got the ball, I just thought, wow, they're moving the ball so well, just like a team. And you can see that, most of these German players are playing in the Bundesliga, so they're already knowing what each teammate can do and what they can bring to the team, because they see it season after season after season. And most of them are in Bayern Munich or Borussia Dortmund anyway, so most of them are teammates and they just work so well together. As I said, it's end-to-end stuff. Not much to say about the first 2 goals from Germany, as they were own goals. Not much they could do about it, the defenders of Portugal. The balls were coming in too quickly on the cutbacks, and Dias and Guerrero had to put a foot out, otherwise it was going to be a goal either way from Havertz or Serge Gnabry. Coming back to the quick footwork from Germany, it genuinely looked like they were playing FIFA. That's how good they were moving the ball throughout these plays for the goals, and it genuinely looked like some sort of video game was going on, how quick and smooth and silky they were moving that ball in transition to build up to those first 2 own goals that went in. I've got to say that Kai Havertz or Goossens are my joint man of the match. I've got to give them both joint man of the match, because what Goossens done from defense today was genuinely, it was so good. How he done that sort of wing back role even though he wasn't a wing back, and Kai Havertz completely tore the game to shreds. A goal and an assist, a goal from Goossens as well, good header from Goossens. What an assist and what a goal from Havertz. He could have had 2 goals if Dias didn't get that own goal. Generally, Havertz is going to have the best campaign in Germany, I reckon, for the national team. And I think this is only going to get better for him. He's going to look so good in the Premier League when it starts back up. He's really starting to find his form and really prove why he's worth that 80+ million price tag, and why he's the next best thing in Germany and could take over the crown of Thomas Muller as the new playmaker / goal scorer in the German national team. Just to sum up Germany, there were no bad performances at all, in my opinion. The defense was solid, 95% of the time, apart from those 2 goals that went in, but they were pretty soft goals when you analyse them and look at how Portugal scored. They could have stopped those goals, but overall the defense was so solid. Rudiger, since the Champions League final, or even since Tuchel's come in, has been so solid for Chelsea, cemented his position in this German team, and ever since whenever he wears that mask, he's a man mountain. He's literally prime Rio when he has that mask on for some unknown reason. Serge Gnabry looks so good in that number 10 shirt. A West Brom reject is tearing it up for the German national team, tearing it up in the Bundesliga, and he actually really looks good in that false 9 role. Maybe when Robert Lewandowski gets out of that Bayern team, that Gnabry could slot into that false 9 sort of role, and they have to rearrange that formation. But him in that false 9 role, in that 10 shirt, Serge Gnabry looks so deadly, and I'd happily have him at my club if he's going to play like that in that number 10 shirt. And also, just to cap off that German team, the tempo from the team from the midfield was so well. It really set the pace for the whole game with the transition into the counter-attacks. They really hit that defense of Portugal. It was like they were running through a brick wall. They just wouldn't stop. They were like flash. They were just so quick, so sharp, so silky. And honestly, there's a reason why they have 4 stars above their German emblem. Germany is one of the most decorated national teams, second best when it comes to winning the World Cup. And honestly, I wrote off Germany at the start. I thought it would have been France first, Portugal second, German third, Hungary fourth. But now I think Germans have a good shot of not just coming second and securing round of 16 play, but winning this group. And that win, France over Germany, they weren't even playing that well, Germany. They actually played so poor. And, you know, that win from France is going to look so good now. And honestly, I reckon Germany are really, really contenders for this Euros. And if they keep playing like this, I reckon they will win it, because they are looking so sharp on attack, and defensively, Rudiger doesn't look like anything's going to get past him. Okay, let's get to Portugal now. And when you have, in my opinion, the best player of all time, and obviously the best goal scorer and finisher of all time, you need a lot more intensity and a lot more creativity on the attack, especially when you've got Cristiano Ronaldo and Diogo Jota, who is finding his form right now. I reckon he's going to be very good for the national team going forward in the knockout competitions. You've got to have better service, and my fraud of the match would have to be Bruno Fernandes, because he offered nothing for the attack going forward. And when you look at his Manchester United performances, he doesn't turn up in big games, and this was a big game for his country, and he was completely out of it. He got subbed off after about 60, 70 minutes. He should have come off probably 10 minutes before that. He had a shocker of a game. You need better service when you got Cristiano Ronaldo. Even at 36 years old up front, the guy is still the best finisher in the world. You know, the first goal, it was a tap in for Ronaldo, but if you see how hard Ronaldo runs to get in that position in the box and just to get that goal, he's running as if he's lost no pace, as if he's got a 25-year-old body with a 36-year-old brain. It's insane how intense Cristiano Ronaldo is. His intensity is just still keeping at this age. At 36, he's running from the halfway line, sprinting his guts out and getting to the bar line in like 2-3 seconds to tap in a goal from Diogo Jota, who took it well down on the chest. Beautiful control, kept calm, tapped it over to his captain and the leading goal scorer in their country, and they go 1-0 up. And I think, okay, Cristiano Ronaldo and Portugal have got this, but as you know, Germany completely turned that game around after that moment. For the second goal from Portugal, that assist from Ronaldo is a joke. He literally done the splits in the air on an angle. How is someone so flexible at that age, or just in general, what bloke do you know that can just get his legs that vertical, that straight, and do the splits in the air and perfectly wait a pass to fall at Diogo Jota's head to tap it in like that? Well-deserved goal from Jota. He could have scored 2 today, but honestly, what a goal. It came from a set piece, pretty much came from nothing. It bounced in, it looked like it was going out, and then Ronaldo does what Ronaldo does best and makes something out of nothing, creates a goal, 4-2, and you think maybe these guys, if they put one back in the next 5 minutes, 4-3, it could be a 4-4 and the game could be on here. But as you know, 4-2 it ended, and nothing really came from it after that. So what does this mean for Portugal in the group stage of the Euro 2020s? As I said before, I thought Portugal were going to finish comfortably second in this group. It was the group of death. I knew anything could happen, but I thought Portugal were either going to get first or second, and I thought France were going to get first, so I had Portugal second. But I think Portugal will finish third now. I think Germany, after that performance, have secured my thoughts in my head that they're going to get through easily, confirm that second position in that group. But Portugal, after that loss, this group is blown completely out of proportion now, and I think it's anyone's game. But I think Germany, after that performance, have secured themselves with France an automatic place straight through to that round of 16. And I think Portugal really need to lift up the intensity, have a good hard look at themselves, and try and defend the competition that they won the last time they played it. As I said before, my fraud of the game was Bruno Fernandes, but also another partner in that midfield, William Carvalhal. He is so bad. He is genuinely so bad. And also that guy from PSG on loan from Porto, Pereira, I think his last name is. 2 very slow defensive midfielders, can't handle transition, really bad on the ball, really clunky, really slow, look very panicky also. And they look like they're not up to scratch. I know Portugal hasn't got the best record when it comes to defensive midfielders, just in general over their whole footballing career as a nation, but generally, surely you can perform better when you're playing for the Portugal national team. You know, in my opinion, top 5 national team in the world. Player-wise, ability-wise, you've got to be better on the day, especially when you're versing a German team that when they turn up could beat you 6-7, 8-1, 8-0. They've done it before to teams like Brazil in the World Cup in bigger stages of their career as a national team. So if you're going to muck around with this German national team, especially in the middle of the park, you're going to get exploited. And the 4-2 today really shows that if you don't aim up and keep the ball and not give it away, you're going to get countered by this fast, agile German national team, and they're going to exploit the living shit out of you for 90 minutes straight. Ultimately now, Portugal have got a massive mountain to climb, and CR7 is going to have to put on a masterclass when they verse their next game, which will be against the French national team. So thank you guys so much for watching. This was my review of the Germany vs Portugal match for the Euro 2020s. I'll be making more videos like this in the future, more match reviews, more predictions, and just more Euros content until the competition ends itself. So leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.